coach.
I know, but you know what, though? It's interesting, too. Him and Steven Jackson going from playing to coach. They got a good year or two under their belts. It's the best to ever do it.
She said the great thing about Power is, she said, listen, we got younger, but, you know.
These two. Now, guys who played their role. Corey McGinn, think about it. Birdman gave you a lot of energy, so it's going to be interesting to see how these new pieces fit right in for Nancy Lieberman and Power.
So Power and the enemies, and right off the gate, Isaiah Austin
to the lead.
Here's Royce White playing against his former squad, and his shot is blocked.
Well, you go back, Isaiah Austin at 7-1, able to double down right here. Royce White thought he had the advantage.
Here's the Cat for three. Count it.
I told you, bucket getter, professional. You know what's going to be interesting, because you haven't had a lot of the pressure and defense by White, even though he was giving up size on Austin.
8-2 the score here. Here's Swaggy P in his bag.
Cat playing a little defense right there. Perry Jones from the corner knocking down that.
Perry Jones for three. 8-5 now. Here's the Cat. Again, open jumper.
Too easy.
Oh, man.
Easy money for Cat. Now, Cat inside, whether that's a 15-foot pull-up, because you know he can get to a spot. That was one of the things during their championship run. Cat was able, in late-game situations in particular, to pinpoint the spots on the court, not only get there, but convert.
Austin rocks the rim.
I mean, not 7 foot, right? Able to get Abdul right there. Look, that's a guard move right there. Give me that right there, big fella.
Drome and got medically cleared though to play.
Basketball squad for winning the national championship this year. They had to be off the hook for that.
Let me tell you something, the Cat jumper is
kind of go for the guys that you know and have familiarity with, maybe coached with. And that way you have some kind of continuity already established as you enter into the season.
For four, the Cat. Got it! Catino Mobley, professional score.
I mean, some dudes just didn't know how to put it in the basket. Point circle, and that gives you an opportunity to knock it in and count a cash. One more.
And follows up his shot and lays it in. The Cat.
You know what's amazing too? Cat had, remember, Cat getting still. He figured it out, got the right treatments, and continued to play. Whether that was pickup ball, you know, in LA, and now in the fourth season with the Big 3.
And here's Royce White, spins, and he'll go to the line.
It is already lathered up. Why not try to exploit that? And as you do that, now you pick up a foul. You put Royce White to the line. So now here it is. Talk to him
about bring the fire. They're going to challenge this. They challenge it, so you get one challenge here, and you can go one-on-one. And if he scores it, keep the ball, right?
Keep the ball, but also I think you get a chance, and we're going to confirm this. You get another one if they win that. If they win it, so you get a chance to maintain that. I like this.
Royce White lays it in, and we go to the half. To Jordan Hill.
Stewart out of USC. Co-captain, able to pull up for a nice little shot. And that's how you want to. Halftime sometimes, you know, is not long.
Austin fades, got it. Isaiah Austin. First half. Oh, gets the roll as Isaiah Stewart.
Isaiah said, give me a little bump too.
Here's Doe. They'll go back to Royce White. Cat off a screen. For three. Oh, Austin, that was blocked by Doe.
That time. the cat got the old school poking at the end. We used to do this all the time right there. When the shot is up, just a little pop in the belly. That's old school right there, look.
A little body shot.
A little body.
Just a body shot.
I just want to touch you up, just feel you just a little bit to make sure you know I'm here.
Here's Austin. And good. 17 points now for Austin. 1 point lead for Power. Myers gave him a little shoulder shiver. And count the basket and one by Stewart.
Young fella play there.
1 point lead now for the enemies. Here's Royce.
It is.
Bullies his way to the bucket. Power retakes the lead.
So good to see. It's so great to see you, John.
Thank you. Well, I'm just sitting around. You had a lead. You could have just blew this out. Game would have been over. We could have left. You let them catch up.
It's a competitive league, and there's a lot of great shot makers here. So we just have to continue to play hard and take this thing to 50 points, right?
All right.
And I want to say hi to my friend George James. I hope you're feeling better.
All right. Shout out to George James.
Sal.
Shout out to both of them.
How this league has grown so much from year one down to year 4.
5 point lead now for Power. Perry Jones, fall away. That's wet. Perry Jones. 9. 3 point lead here. First team to 50 wins. You got to win by 2. Alexander again. Spins, fades, got it. Joe Alexander. They were the season 2 champions of the Big 3. Here's Austin now. Slapped away by the Cat. This dude is just a basketball player, man.
No, Cat Daddy's everywhere, man. You're going to give up height, but Cat is in his career. When guys will try to post him up, you see Austin right there, able to again stretch it out. Nice little 15-foot jump shot. But catting the ball down, because if you do, I'm going to influence it by swiping it away.
Alexander again, and that one nothing but net. Okay, Joe. Okay, Joe.
I said he's not the only Joe in this league that can put the buckets, right?
Right.
Is that it?
You're right. Royce White trying to get his get back. Spin. Oh, he hooked him, though. Yeah. He hooked him.
Royce got a little too anxious. Nah, he got him.
Yeah.
He threw him off enough, and Royce is saying it. Well, you think about the skill set of bigs in the league right now, and you look at Austin and what he was able to do. But I'm telling you, I'm not saying that it's automatic, but I do believe if Isaiah Austin plays like this, some leagues, some executives will look at that and say, hey, maybe he may be a fit for us on our roster in the league.
Tied up at 43, Royce White, count it, and 1.
So relevant in the league. Royce right now, if you give Power 3-point.
Here's Austin. He's got 24. He's the game-high scorer. He wants it back.
Why not?
And it looks like he got hit. Ball continued playing. They were like, look, you could put it up and in. Mobley knocks down the 3.
Play if you're up enough to maybe try a 4-point shot to see if you can end it that way. That time, Tripp was able to get it, and he missed it.
Here's Alexander for the win. Blocked. Swaggy Pete thought about the 4. Stewart for 3. Got it.
What now? Look at the lineup. 2 guards on Nick Young.
Point game coming. And Royce White will go to the line. Oh, look at Gilbert Arenas. He wants to challenge again. Bring the fire. That means Royce White's got to go one-on-one.
Back to you, and you don't give up the point, or more importantly, Royce would have been to the free throw line without that rule. He could have won the game.
Here we go. Bringing the fire. Royce. And because of the foul. That's it.
And it's
Royce White wins it because he fouled it.
because he fouled. That's how you got to play. So it puts emphasis on playing outstanding one-on-one defense without foul.
Yep.
So, and that's the importance of the rule. Yes, it's one-on-one.
Yeah.
So the offensive player can now go, but the defensive player has to be smart in regards to just forcing the offensive player to take a tough, contested shot. That time, at the end, Swaggy P reaches down, picks up the foul. Royce White and Power walk away with the first dub of the day.
And Royce White gets some get back on his former team. And
Okay,
Yeah.
we're sitting here. Royce.
Back up a little. There
Royce.
you go, right there.
Okay, that's your shirt?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Free the Uyghurs, 2 million ethnic minorities in East Turkestan, China, in concentration camps. Something we got to talk about. You know I'm always going to talk about the real things.
Okay.
Free the Uyghurs.
All right, now we got that.
Yep.
We're going to talk about it. Let's talk about your really big-time bully ball. You did it big.
Way to go, baby. Way to go.
You know, I'm confident in these guys. I'm confident in our team. I'm confident in Nancy. I really want to try and get Coutinho involved early, so I was looking to pass a little bit more. He was going to work. I have no selfish bones in my body. If he would have scored all 50, I'd have been happy sitting back in a row. You know, he got a little tired. He's still working on his conditioning, so I knew I had to take over and get some independent buckets. We talked about that. And, you know, my touch is a little off. The ball is new. But at the end of the day, the bully is the bully.
Was that 2 excuses in one sentence? Okay, now let's talk about Isaiah Austin. The kid is great.
Yeah. I like Isaiah Austin, man.
Try to get in his head.
I was in his head. I was in his head. He scored well. What Gilbert and them try to do is go away from my matchup. So whoever I wasn't guarding, that's who they try to go at. If Isaiah and I would have went head-to-head the whole game, been a different story because I'd out-physical him and been in his head. But all due respect, I love Isaiah Austin. I think he should have had a chance in the NBA. I still think he could play in the NBA. I love him to death. I'm going to go find him right now and tell him I got number love for him.
Well, he's going to be a star in Fireball.
Yep.
Way to go, brother.
Free the Uyghurs.
All right. You heard it.
yes, got to free him, John. You got to free him.
Got to free him.
You heard John said, tell him, come on, man.
I'm free.
So here we go again.